Hey there, viewers! We're always conscious of our looks. It doesn't matter if we're taking photographs or just standing in public. Some people even have a side of the face they consider to be more photogenic than the other. People naturally judge you by your looks. Even if you decide to maintain a poker face, your features will give details about your health, intelligence, and personality. In today's video, we'll see what your facial features say about you. What do your lips say about your social skills? What about your nose? Wait a second, what does it mean if I have a wider face? We're talking about all of that and more. Number 1. Wider face. Broad-faced people have bigger cheekbones, which indicate a very strong personality. They can be aggressive and assertive at times. This can also be because they have higher levels of testosterone. You can do simple measurements at home to find out if you have a wider face. Measure the distance from one ear to the other, and then from the top of your eyes to your upper lip. If the average ratio hits around 2, you have a broad face. But don't worry, having a wider face doesn't mean you're dangerous. It's just that your instinct is to respond to fight rather than to ignore. Psychologists believe this principle is important for anyone who wants to succeed. Having said that, there are plenty of long-faced people who are at the top of their game as well. What facial features are you most attracted to? Have people commented on your nice features? Sound off in the comments section and start a conversation with our Bestie community. Number 2. Nose. The Chinese consider the nose to be the money spot. It indicates how much health and wealth you'll end up having in life. If your schnoz stands out on your face, it's considered to be a typically large nose. According to a study, these people are ambitious, confident, and self-reliant. You may be a perfectionist. Rather than taking orders, you're better off as a leader. You like to run your own system and play by your own rules. A round nose with a large dip tells people you're in control of your finances. Researchers studied a series of photographs and concluded that people with a button nose are the kind ones. They're often sensitive towards others' needs. The ones with regular-sized noses are usually the people with cool tempers who are kind to others. Looking for answers on all the latest health and wellness news? Hit that subscribe button and join our millions of followers. Stay up to date on all of our great Bestie content. Number 3. Plump cheeks. Have you ever seen somebody with rosy red chubby cheeks? Cute, right? Well, there's actually more to this. The fat on your face says a lot about your health. This can mean both good and bad. Less fat on your face indicates good overall health and a more composed personality. You're much more easygoing, and as a result, people like being around you. Slimmer faces also show that you have less anxiety and depression. This can be related to the amount of physical activity you're getting. These people are also less vulnerable to infection. You can change the amount of fat simply by tweaking your lifestyle. If you want a slimmer face, start exercising more. You should also cut calories and eat healthier. Number 4. Eyes. It's time to let the eyes do the actual talking. It's quite natural that your eyes look different than your other facial features. This is for a good reason. A study found that crypts, the tiny clusters around the pupil of your eye, can point out peculiar personality traits. If you have a densely packed crypt around your pupil, you might have a tender, trustworthy character. But on the other hand, if you're too tightly contracted, you may have a neurotic side. Another surprising study found a connection between childbirth and labor. Lighter-eyed women experience less pain during birth. That may sound like nonsense, but it's what research says. Another study found that darker-eyed women required less alcohol to feel intoxicated. Those people who get tipsy off one glass of wine, this might be the reason. Melanin is a color-inducing pigment that decides the lightness or darkness of your hair, skin, and eyes. Darker eyes mean more melanin. Melanin is apparently also linked to the brain's ability to quickly react to stimuli. Before we move ahead, here's another video you should watch. Check out 7 ways to safely remove something stuck in your eye. Now back to our discussion on 8 things your face says about you. Number 5. Brows. The eyebrows are more important than you think. They serve as the second line of defense for your eyes after your lashes. Round eyebrows indicate kind-hearted people. They're not the kind to be mean or aggressive. They also don't act on impulse. People with thin or peaked eyebrows are usually the type to act on emotion. This doesn't mean that they're violent or irrational. They're just more likely to act based on their current emotion. Long-browed people have huge friend circles. They're the life of the party. The reason why they're so popular is that they can solve everybody's personal drama. It's almost like they're a therapist. On the other hand, short eyebrowed people generally have closed networks. They're very choosy about their relationships. Thick eyebrows are generally worn by confident and physically active individuals. These people are extroverts. Makeup artists often use a guide to create perfect eyebrows for different faces. According to a study, high-bending eyebrows suit perfectly around a face with small eyes. Low-bending eyebrows suit a long face with large eyes. Number 6. Chin. Everybody's born with the typical features. Each of them has a purpose. Your chin is no exception. A strong protruding chin is a characteristic of an extrovert. They have a lot of willpower. So much, it sometimes turns into stubbornness. If you have this kind of chin, nothing can bring you down except your own actions. On the other hand, small-chinned people can barely stand up for themselves. They have a tough time with confidence. Sometimes, they'll give up on an idea that actually has some potential. Number 7. Hair. This is one of the most important features on your body. The hair has so much significance, not just physically or socially, but culturally. Hair enhances the beauty of your face. It often is the most attractive physical feature you notice on someone. One small change to your hair can make you look different. Sometimes we dye our hair a certain color. Depending on whether people like it, they may treat us a certain way. There are also natural changes we need to think about. As you age, your hormones hit harder. This is where beauty products come in handy. Hairstyle has the strongest effect on people's perception of you, so be careful how you style your hair. It doesn't matter if it's short, long, straight, curly, dark, or light. The look of your hair does have an effect on how people view you. A study also made a general observation that straight hair is perceived as younger and healthier than other types. If you want to be considered a positive person, you can try coloring your hair darker. Hair thickness is also important to people. Those around you will judge you based on how thick your hair is. Thin-haired people are perceived as more positive, where thicker folks aren't as well received. Number 8. Lips. Scientists consider beauty as a state of harmony. You need a balance of all facial proportions. This includes the soft tissues, skeletal structures, and teeth. Attractive people can be a strong influence on others very quickly. Before they even talk, they're seen as social and approachable. It's no secret that robust, pouty lips on both men and women are considered attractive. This is why more and more people are going for cosmetic lip surgeries. But there's a little more to big lips than just beauty. A large mouth or fuller lips generally show how giving you are. It speaks to your steadiness in your relationships and can indicate if you're a family person. On the other hand, thin lips suggest you need space and privacy. You enjoy the company of your partner and friends, but at the end of the day, you cannot be attached at the hip. Some people have a thinner upper lip and a larger bottom lip. This signals to people you enjoy the smaller things in life. The problem is that you tend to enjoy pleasure just a little too much. This gets in the way of your responsibilities. There's so much you can learn about your lips. Not only do they speak to your personality, they also say a lot about your health. Let's keep the conversation going with a couple more lip-related videos, shall we? Watch 12 health warnings your lips are trying to give you. You should also check out 10 body changes that need your attention. Go ahead, click one, or better yet, watch both, and learn more about your lips. What does your face say about you based on the information in this video? Let us know in the comments below.